Good morning everybody, it is Monday the 23rd of May, 9:30 my time. The markets are open again, so as usual it's time to go over the pairs that we're currently in, trades that I've taken, obviously to have a look at the general markets and the pairs that I follow. As always, we're starting on EURGBP, so let's go over it. So, as you can see, we've hit TP2. We're expecting a pullback in price to hopefully create another higher low, which it looks like we could possibly be making around this area of 0.844. We did see a big pushback in price, but as you can see, we hit this demand zone and price rejected right out from it. We're currently seeing some strength in the pound in Asian session this morning. But nothing of towards yet. We could even see some more bearish price action to come down, maybe visit this demand zone again, possibly hit the moving average for some dynamic support, and then we could see another push up again. But as you know, with this pair, we've already taken profit, and stop loss is hanging just below this previous swing low here. So again, just letting this one ride out. So I've already taken profits now, so I'm either going to hit a stop loss or I'm either going to hit TP3 area, and then I'll take full profit on the rest of the runner. So yeah, not much to go over on EURGBP. Just watch price play out and just adapt accordingly. I mean, if you did miss it and you wanted to get on, then you could watch for price to form to support around these areas. Possibly even this demand area would be a nice area to buy in from, and then possibly go up to see TP3 there. That sort of a formation of price action. So with that one, we'll move to pound Japanese yen, and as you can see, the sell trade that I took, I did send a post out last week. I think it was Monday, maybe Tuesday, one day last week. I took a sell from this break of trend here and back up to the supply zone where I priced it. A couple of hours after I took the trade, reaching some very nice bearish engulfing candle here, and as you can see, we've had a pullback from price, but again, I'm going to keep holding, still in profit. Hopefully it's just creating a lower high here, and we could see another projection towards TP2. We did get a little bit of bounce off this moving average, back up in price, but again, the bullish candles have got no volume in them, and there's no real significant move back up towards the supply zone yet. So if you followed with me on this one, just keep holding for now, and then yeah, obviously if you want to protect any profits that you're in now, just set your stop loss to your entry position, just so you don't lose anything. But hopefully today's candle could give us some more bearish price action towards TP1, and then we'll move stop loss into profits and secure half the position to manage the trade on that one. Yeah, so with that one, we will move to EURAUD. Again, as I said last time, I didn't take the trade on the EURAUD pair, which I wish I did. Looks pretty similar to the EURGBP trade. We've had a couple of nice pushes up. We're having a pullback in price. Looks like it could possibly hold this flipped area of what was resistance to support. Create another higher low. Possibly move up in this channel. And then, yeah, we need to break above this moving average and start trading above it, and then fill these imbalances. And then we've got I think once we break this supply zone, then it looks like a nice medium, at least term bullish trend has started. Yeah, so again, if you wanted to try a trade on this one, you could look for a buy around this area if price holds today. As long as it doesn't break below and close below, then it's not a bad area to buy from, and get a little tight stop loss in on this area. Aim for the supply zone above the recent high that we've previously hit. As I say, we're looking to break above anyway, so that will be your first target. So with that one, we will move to GBPUSD, and it's running away with us. As I said on the Euro GBP, we've seen some strength in the pound, but it looks to be it doesn't look to be full of volume. It's pretty much just a reaction of an overbought pound, which we've seen previously on GJ and Euro GBP. We could possibly create a lower high here and visit back down to this demand zone, which I would have liked to have, which I would like to see happen. A nice limit order would have been great when I previously posted this pair, when I think we were around this area, that we were coming down to this demand zone. If you had a limit order, then you'd be heavily in profit, probably at least 2 to 1 risk to reward. But I don't usually trade with pending orders. I wait for, as you know, the 50% candles on that zone, and then I enter. So yeah, I'm looking for price to come back down. I'm looking for it to stall here to create that lower high and then come back down, confirm support of this demand area, and then I'll buy, get the buy in on that one, because yeah, I'm looking for the US dollar to get some weakness in the near future. It can't be propped up forever, and it's been extremely overbought. So that's my idea on GU. So with that one, we'll move to EURUSD. Looks very similar to GU. Again, mostly dominant of the US dollar. Let's move that there. I'd like to see price come and break this high level here before I look at getting another trade, because I hit stop loss on the last one, obviously with half a position closed. So if price can come up, break this high, make a higher high, make a higher low, then we can look possibly to getting on a trade for the turning trend. But yeah, most trades that have tried on this pair have hit stop loss, so I'm actually going to wait for a clear change in direction and then getting on a higher high, on a higher low, once the trend is confirmed that it's starting on EU. Because as with it being a direct negative correlation to the dollar, as you can see, we've just tanked for a long time. So yeah, I'd like to see some supply zones broken and a couple of higher lows made before I get another trade on EU. But that would be my that would be my lookout points for it, to break this supply zone, come back, create another higher low, possibly even make another high and then another higher low, and then we could get the buy in on EU. You could buy from here if you wanted, but I would use a very small position because it's going to have a big stop loss. If this monthly demand zone holds, then we could see a nice big push up on EU. But I'm going to wait on this pair because, as I say, I've got GJ open, we've still got EG open, and I'll go over another trade that I've got open in a moment on the other pair. So with that one, we'll move to gold. And we've had a nice push right back down on gold to this demand zone here at 1786. We've seen price reject from there and started moving up. But if you listen to the last video that I went over, I was going over the multiple setups where you could have got a sell on gold. The one that I really liked was this break of this support here with this candle. We broke down and then we went back up, retested the break of that support, and then we went right down. So if price comes back up to this support level here and starts to stall, especially with the moving average starting to point downwards now, then I would look to take a sell to join the gold sell off. Because ideally I'd like to buy back down these demand zone areas at, below here at 1760, 1730 area, as I said last time. But if we can get a nice intraday sell on, that's what I'm looking for. Price to come back up to 1862 area, get a sell on just above this zone, and then push down towards these demand zone areas where I'll look to get a longer term buy on. So that's my thoughts on gold. We'll move on to Bitcoin, and I have looking at this area. As you can see, squeezed Bitcoin into the corner. We broke above, and we did have a 4-hour candle close above. I took a trade this morning as we closed above this this little bearish flag. Price looks to be holding around this area still. It is possible we're going to break a below. If it is a bearish flag, this could be a little fake out, and we could break down and move further south. I hope that's not the case, because I've just bought some more Bitcoin that I'm holding in my wallet. I mean, it doesn't really matter, because if we do move further south, I'll buy more at a cheaper price and call it dollar cost average down. But anyway, I'm not talking about buying to hold, I'm talking about trading. So with that little breakout, I've took a very small position, 0.5% on Bitcoin, just as a little trial one. So if the trend does change, then I'm going to see some. I'm looking for the volume of pips to get my risk to reward back. So it's basically just like a tester one, a tester position, a very small one, so just to see how price is reacting. And then once that starts moving into profits, if it does, then we can start to determine the trends changing. But as of now, it's still bearish, so it's pretty much a reversal trade, a possible reversal trade. It's up to you whether you want to join along or not, or whether you want to wait for some more confirmations before we start moving, higher. But Bitcoin's cheap, so I'm buying it at the moment. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this week. EURGBP just still holding. Hopefully price respects bullish structure, and we make a higher low, and we keep moving up towards the north. Gold looking to sell from that flip zone that we broke. GJ, as I say, we're holding the sell at the moment. We're looking for the lower high to be created and to move further down, and Bitcoin has entered here. So yeah, so with that, I'll see you all again next week. Cheers everyone.